Welcome to the week one techniques. Very important. We speak about the body. Well, there are 10 techniques that we use to control our body. And those techniques are body techniques, obviously. So, two techniques I want to teach you this week. Beautiful techniques that really has improved my life incredibly. The first one is box breathing. When do I use it? Well, I use box breathing every time that either I'm able to cut the link between panic and rage, or as soon as I rage, even if I did rage afterwards. But if I'm able to cut it between panic and rage, I'm able to stop the rage. Box breathing. The box breathing is like a, what can I say, an invasion of oxygen on your brain. It's great. And what you do is that you inhale a lot of air, and then you exhale at one shot. But when you do this, you have to breathe quickly. And it's like this. You will notice that after the third cycle, in actual fact, your mind starts to become slightly dizzy. Your head becomes lightheaded. And this is because you are overloading your brain with oxygen. What you're also doing, you're also calming your nervous system. 3 cycle of box breathing, it's almost a control alt delete to the nervous system. Brilliant. Do it, use it, and experiment throughout this week. Fantastic. The second technique that I want to teach you is a beautiful technique which I call the pressure wash. And I do this when my sandbox needs to be clean. Wow, then I have to explain to you what is my sandbox. Well, as you know, feelings, panic and rage are felt above the sternum. That means that if I check myself in every single time, I can just simply become aware, take stock of how I feel. And I will find out that if I have not done anything to be peaceful, to be calm, I will feel almost as if my sternum is slightly abrasive. Thus, I call a sandbox. And every time, even smaller things that happen to us throughout the day, they fill up the sandbox. Sometimes it's just a little scoop because maybe somebody doesn't greet us during the morning when they see us. Sometimes a full shovel, and sometimes is a dump truck, and that's when we rage completely out of control. But what you will notice, paying attention to your body and taking stock various times a day, is that in actual fact, even an outburst, it is nothing else than an accumulation of sand in your sandbox. So, what do I do every time? Well, I take stock. I check in with myself every half an hour, every hour, and I look how is my sandbox. And when I realize that my sandbox is getting full, I need to empty. And I don't empty so that I don't lash out on others. I empty because so that I don't lash out at all. Because mostly when I lash out, is impacting me and is making me suffer. So to clean the sandbox, I use a pressure wash technique or many other, the box breathing, but the pressure wash is fantastic. And I simply do this. I close my eyes and I envision my body being a transparent plastic enclosure. And in this, I look and I envision my brain. And I see that my brain is a bit dirty. It's a bit dirty because of the self-talk, the negative thoughts that I come in, the things that I hear, the things that people speak to me, the things that I think that people are thinking of me. And what I do is like if I take a pressure wash and I start spraying this dirt away and I look the dirt falling off my brain and going down the dirty water. And as I do this, then I go down and I go through my eyes for the things I've seen or I thought I've seen or the things that I perceived while looking at people or people looking at me, the judgment that I have perceived. And then I go even more into the here, to the things that I have heard and to the things that I think I've heard and even to the things that I didn't hear because nobody spoke them to me, but was my internal dialogue that spoke them to me, was my self-chat, that continuous mind chatting that doesn't stop. Well, instead of thinking about something else, instead of going crazy, start cleaning it. And go down towards your mouth and clean for the words that you said offensive to others and for the words that people said offensive to you. And further on, go down to your throat and go down to your heart. And when you go to your heart, just let go of everything which is not love, which is not compassion. And when you go to the sandbox, make sure that it's sparkling clean. Remember, sandbox, an empty sandbox means a peaceful life.